today's show is about Fritz Mayr. He's from Austria and he's a flute player. He's a Facebook friend. I wanted to take my opening shot and off his Facebook, but I realized he's not on my Facebook at the moment. And so I also discovered part of my interview was missing. So I'm going to pick up to the part where I was able to save it, and this way you get to meet Fritz Mayr, the wonderful man and his wonderful music. So come right along to meet Fritz Mayr. Thank you. I got gremlins, my camera quit. It's been a crazy month, but anyway, the lady had a different style, you know. So anyway, we're gonna play a little of your music, and then maybe one or two, so the viewers can see what it is that you do, and then we'll talk some more if you don't mind, okay?
Yeah. Yes.
I hope you enjoyed that presentation by Fritz Mayr. Now, we're going to talk a little more here. Now, tell me about yourself. Let's go a little personal, and tell me who you are and what makes you tick and what you enjoy doing other than music, if you.
Okay. Other than music, I like to walk in nature, and I go and walk in mountains every weekend. When the weather is fine, I go up high on the mountains to the top, just with feet, walking many hours. This is I call them, this is the magic of walking, you know. You find peace in your inner self, and I like, we talked about Native Americans. Since I was a little child, I'm fascinated from this wonderful culture of Native Americans, and I was in the United States several times for holiday, and sometimes we meet Native Americans there, and this is all the time. It was wonderful. This is inspiration too for me, yeah. And my profession is not, I cannot live from making music, just also I do a job here in Wales in the government, and I work for the culture scene here, for the doing concerts, classic and theatre, all that stuff, yeah. But I like to do this work. It's a good combination for me, for my music, you know. It fits well together.
Yeah, it does. I have never been to Austria.
Really?
But I had an aunt that used to go there quite often.
It's beautiful here. I like so much. Yeah. We have lots of beautiful landscapes, mountains. I love so much being in the United States. For me, it was every holiday I was there. It was just simply wonderful, wonderful time.
Whereabouts in America were you?
We was in Monument Valley at the Navajo Indian.
That's where all that footage is that I have.
Really?
Monument Valley, Cannon de Chelly, Shinley, Window Rock.
You know, when you go Monument Valley, there is a cross, and at the cross there's Native Americans that are selling jewelry and things like this. And there we meet some very real nice people, and one holy man from Native Americans, and we talked a lot about spirituality, and it was just simply amazing and wonderful. I like so much, yeah.
That cross is called Mexican Waters, is that it?
Yeah. Yes,
all right.
Yes,
now, I thought that I recognized your flute. Did Travis Terry make your flute? In the canyon, Travis Terry is his name. He's a Navajo flute maker, and he made my flute.
Okay.
And I thought your flute looked just like mine.
Yeah, mine is from Odell Borg from Arizona.
Arizona, yeah.
High spirit flutes.
That's the same man. That's the one I played flute with. Travis Terry.
Yes. Most of flutes I play from, I have 8 different flutes from him. This is the best quality you can get, and fits well with standard music, and the tuning is right and everything is okay.
Right.
It's wonderful.
And he makes double flutes also.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I have him on my show quite a bit. Him and Douglas Bluefeather. Sometimes we meet in the canyon and we play the flute.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought I recognized the flute, you know.
I have one, this little in C minor that from Birch made. I always take with me when I walk in the mountains and nature, and find a peaceful place, and then I play. I like. Wonderful.
A small world, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Small, yeah.
Yeah, when I saw it, I thought that looks like one of Terry's, Travis Terry's flutes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, but email. Oh, here let's tell everybody how we can get in touch with you.
This, I think I remember, it was a long time ago at MySpace. Since MySpace, we know.
Mm-hmm.
This many years ago. And then MySpace, after a while, it was not so popular, and Facebook come up, and then all go to Facebook, and we meet again Facebook, and since that time we are in contact together. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
It's a long time now.
Yeah, that's right. So for the viewers, you can go to my Facebook, and you'll find Fritz there and request him as a friend. Or do you have a website where they can buy your music?
Mainly I'm on Facebook, and I have my YouTube channel, and I have not yet an account for selling my music. Most of the time I give for people when they write to me, I give for free.
That's what I do. Everything I do is free. And people say, why do you do that? And you know, I always tell them I work too hard not to share it freely, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In this case, I was thinking like Native Americans, you know, like the holy men, when they do a celebration for healing, not taking money for this. Okay? I think the same. I not take money for this, but I enjoy more this way, because many times I receive something back from people I give this music, you know?
That's right. And I do the same thing. Like my books are for, you know, I put them there for free. And what else? What else do I have? Books and the YouTube channel and all of that. And I think that's what makes it so special when we share, you know? Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So it is so strange how people meet, and my favorite part of the world is Navajo land, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's just such a wonderful place, yeah.
Yes, it is. This is amazing.
Have you been to Gallup to the swap meet?
No.
If you ever go back, every Saturday you go to Gallup, and then they have a big swap meet, and you have Navajo, Sunni, Apache, Hopi. You have everybody there, and the women are all dressed, you know, and then you have food. You can buy herbs from the Sunni. But you can't buy it because they will give it to you, and they tell you how to fix it.
Ah, yeah.
And if you forget how to cook it, then they won't tell you a second time, you know. Yeah. So.
I'm sure I come back next year to the States. My last visit is too long.
Too long.
Ago. 10 years ago. It's too long. I must go back.
Yeah, last time I was there was, I've been sort of ill. Last time I was there in 2006. Yeah.
Yeah. My last day there was 2000. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've been there. I've been there since then. But nothing changes. They have a new museum in Window Rock.
Okay.
Yeah, They brought a lot of things from the Hubble Trading Post to the new museum in Window Rock. And everything's the same. Yeah.
But I hear they have built a sky bridge in the Grand Canyon, or not?
I've never been to the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, I was there, and we go there and we go down in the canyon for one day, stay in this small hut and go up next day again. And I read some months ago that they built a sky tower or something. You can go there and have a great view.
Yeah. So do you believe in past lives?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, you do? I do also, because it's so strange how actually I wrote a book about this. It's called Remembering Your Future. I'll send you a copy. And what it deals with is all the people that ended up on my show, that we had been to the same places, we knew the same people. It's almost like we was in a circle and all met up again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yes.
so because we have so many common likes, you know. Yeah. Well, we are in Washington State, and we have the only rainforest in the United States, and a lot of Native American tribes up and down the coast. So one day, maybe you want to come this way. We have mountains.
Yeah, I noticed. I was San Francisco and Seattle.
You been Seattle? Well, that's...
Yes.
Well,
1995, I was there in Seattle and San Francisco. We drive along the coast with the car.
Then you went right by. You went right by my house.
Really, but at this time we don't know.
No, yeah. I live in Olympia, Washington. In Olympia.
Yeah, I know this. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is near Seattle, yeah.
Yeah, 67 miles south.
Yeah.
And 110 miles north of Portland, Oregon.
Yeah. And we was visiting the redwood forests. It's big trees, man.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Did you write a song about it?
Not yet, no. But it's a good idea.
Now I have a show. It's called Bang Bang You're Dead. And my niece Claudia, she lives in Franconia, in Fränkische Schweiz.
Yeah.
Her and my son went to the rainforest and videotaped everything. So you have all the forest and the trees for your new song. There you go.
Oh, wonderful! Yes, this is when I see it, it comes inspiration, you know. And then it comes out of soul, and then I can do. Yeah.
Yeah. So, oh, how great is that? So anyway, so we're gonna play another song, huh?
Yeah, thank you.
Or two or three, yeah, boy. Before we do that now, if I put this show on YouTube, I know they flag me sometimes because they say I use other people's material. They don't look to see what's on the video. They just recognize the music. So do I need a written paper from you to put this on here? Like a release?
No.
Okay. Yeah, so so I can send it so the rest of the world can enjoy it, you know.
Yeah.
Germany and Austria is really bad on flagging shows. They just won't let you see them, you know.
Yes, they are crazy about. That's why that's why I'm a free musician here. I'm not one of part of this community here. I want to be free.
Yeah, me too. So anything that I do, anybody can use, you know. Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna play a little song here. Today's show is Fritz Mayr. Okay, so we hope you enjoyed this. So let's God, we got carried away talking about the things we love to do. Do you have a family? You have children?
No, a family, yes, of course. Brothers, sisters, and mother. My father died some years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not married or something else, no.
We're too busy, huh?
Please?
We are too busy to be married, huh?
Yes. Passion, music is passion.
Yeah.
And it's not exist so many women understand this, that music is the main part, yeah, so, okay.
You know, I had a guest from Jamaica, and he said the same thing. He said there was nothing anybody could offer him because his music was his love, he said.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
It's the same, I think the same, yeah. Music is, for me, music is all, everything, yeah. This is food for the soul.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And there exist not many women, if you're married, to understand that you need a lot of time to create music videos of this. I have some girlfriends, but they did not understand that I want to do this. Yeah. If I cannot do, I feel like in a jail, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not good. I'm like a wolf. I want to be free, you know.
Yeah, when I started doing what I do now, I quit dating. And people said, why don't you date? Well, because I don't want to say, well, I beat at 8 o'clock and something hits my mind and I have to do something else now, you know? Mm-hmm. And you're right, people don't understand, so yeah, it's and I think that's why people get together that they're in the same profession, like musicians and people that make movies, and because they gotta up and go, you know what I mean? Yeah. So anyway, I'm almost thinking that's gonna be a two-parter because we got so much music we want to put in here. And oh, this is just awesome. So tell me, you go on vacation every year, or you just?
Not every year. Every 2 or 3 years, must save money for vacations because I like to go to faraway countries like United States, you know. And there I need to stay longer, and it needs a lot more money. Yeah. If I go vacation, I like to stay there for 4 or 6 weeks, you know, for a long time, not just 2 weeks. And I do not like to stay just on like many others, 14 days on the beach, so, for example.
Yeah.
I like to see the country. Yeah. Always we meet a car and then we go, you know.
Maybe you want to go with me one year. I have an RV.
Yeah.
I bought an RV and I just go and my mind say make a left, I make a left. If it say make a right, I do a right, you know.
Yeah.
So.
You know, this is the same way. I want to be free, not in a community and going with a bus and go this place, on all things fast, and this. I like to do it gentle, yeah. I rent a car and I go and meet the landscapes, meet the people and all the things. So what I like to do, yeah.
I was in Moab, Utah. That's right. You know, right before you go on Highway 666, but before you come to where Canyonland is.
Yeah.
And there was a German bus, and I interviewed the driver, and he said that it was a bus of doctors, and they flew into Denver, got on the bus, went to Cannon de Chelly. He picked them back up, and took him back to Denver, and it was 10,000 euros a person.
My God.
And all they had was, what, 6 days, travel time and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, this is this one kind of full package. I don't like this way traveling, yeah.
Yeah, that's
As
crazy.
I say, I want to be free,
Yeah.
explore. I don't like to stay there. For example, in the Grand Canyon, we was there. I don't like to have a time schedule and say, okay, you can look now for 2 hours, the canyon, and then go next place.
You gotta go,
I was
yeah.
there the whole day because I like, you know.
Yeah, now, Canon, they say you need a guide, a paid guide, or you can go in with horses. You know how to ride?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I know the Canyon de Shelley, yeah?
Yeah, that's the one.
It's a beautiful place there. I see some photos in the internet about it.
Yeah, that's where I go, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's on my wish list.
Well, I'll send you my raw footage, and then you can see what you want to do with it.
So I can do some music for this?
You can do whatever you want. I'll put, yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful, yes.
So how about that? That's my favorite place on the planet. But I have children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren, and so I kind of need to stick around a little bit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so, let's see. We're going to play another song. What do you think?
Yes, it's a good idea, I think.
Good idea, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So people can enjoy.
Yeah. Okay, so we are back. Now I'm going to give you a free hand. What would you like to talk about?
What I like to talk about? Maybe spirituality.
All right.
Because one of my best thing happened in my life was 1995 when we was in the United States, for example, and we visiting also Navajo, And we meet a man there, they call the medicine man, but I call him as a holy man, yeah. And he did not know nothing about me, for example, yeah. But we meet and he see me, he look in my eyes and he told me everything about me. For me, from this moment was completely fascinating because he knows all things about me and all things was true, you know, just look in my eyes. At this point, this changed many things in my life, you know.
Oh, it did?
So, yeah, I felt all the time that there's something inside me, but since this, I changed to go to this direction and live this way in the spiritual life, you know.
Have you ever been to the Hopi reservation?
No. Wish is on my wish list. So many things I want to go there. Hopi is fascinating too. But I was in the zoo, in the Black Hills.
I've been there too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful place too there, yeah.
No, Hopi, when you go to the Hopis, it's like you're stepping back in time by 300 years, yes. And like, usually when I go, I don't go to a hotel, I'm there by invitation, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a whole different world, you know. Yeah, so I mean, where you live, it has wonderful. I've never been there, but I see it on TV. It has wonderful energy also.
Yeah. Yes. Special in the mountain area here in Austria. Yeah. That's why I love to go to hike on the mountains and have a flute in my bag.
Mm-hmm.
And always when I feel there's a place of power and spirituality, I stay there, sit down and play with my flute. You know, and I have many good adventures in the last years made with this.
I'm gonna check some on my camera here.
Yes, okay.
Yeah. I have a flute story for you. Last year we had a really terrible ice storm, and we were frozen on, I mean, we were iced over for 9 days, and the trees exploded. It sounded like canyons going off, and I was so frustrated I didn't know what to do. So I took my flute and went outside at 4 in the morning and I started playing. And then all of a sudden, not any sound came out of my flute, nothing, it just quit. And this was in January. In February, I went to a powwow and I went to a flute maker. And I said to him, why did my flute stop? And he said, well, where did you play it? And I said, by the tree. And he said, well, you cannibalized it, he said. He said, you wait a little while, it'll play again, and it does. Yeah, it does.
Then it goes again, yeah.
So, needless to say, I no longer sit under trees to play the flute, because I always think about him saying, you know, cannibalize the tree, yeah, so.
No, I think especially the Native American flute is a soul instrument, you know? This, what is inside you comes to the soul, yeah?
Yeah.
I think this way. And this the native flute is the best instrument I play for this simple, and you have just this 5-tone scale, the pentatonic, and that's all, yeah.
So in where you live, are they spiritual centers, you know, like power centers and portals and things?
No, we don't have so much here. I like to do the same way to be free, not in these communities. The most of them they're about money, you know. But I'm not interested in money, in spirituality. For me, this is confusing.
Yeah, in case you can't see me, I'm nodding my head. Yes, I am so impressed I am so impressed. I don't know what to say here. This is our first conversation, by the way. So I'm learning, you know, about you as we go along, and I'm just really impressed. Now, we have a mutual friend. Her name is Rosie Margle.
Mm-hmm.
And she lives in North Dakota, and she came to visit me for 3 weeks. And originally, she's from the Black Forest.
Mm-hmm.
And she videotapes and takes pictures of spirit creatures, you know, like fairies and things like that. And I think that's how I ran into you, through Rosie Margle.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, most of my family in Europe is also your friend. Claudia Gensch and...
yes, she's from Switzerland, huh?
Yes, that's my niece.
Yes.
And
she's a friend on my Facebook account,
yeah,
too.
I have taken her to the Navajos. And Jeanette Reese is my sister.
This is one of my friends, too, yeah.
Right. And then we connected with Terry Ferdinand in Auckland.
Mm-hmm.
He had you on the radio, nah?
Mm-hmm.
He has the radio station.
Uh-huh, okay.
Terry Ferdinand is his name.
Yeah, I know him. Yeah, he's also on my friends list. I think you told me about Terry, yeah. And then he sent me a request for to be friend.
Yeah. So for the people that's scared of the internet, or you worried that the government is gonna spy on you when you're on Facebook, you're missing so much, because there is so many wonderful people out there that you wouldn't meet any other kind of way, you know. So I feel that if Spirit tells me to do something, I don't care who's spying on me. How about you? Spying, Spione, der mir nachspioniert.
Spies, I not agree with what they do, because this is not the free world. The internet is a very good thing. You see, we can do this. We are far away from each other, but we can talk here about this.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't like the idea that someone spy, and we do not do bad things here, you know?
Mm-hmm.
We just do good things here, and I not agree with the two.
Yeah, but I know quite a few, the older people, they think social networks is nothing. But I know, since I've learned how to meet people around the world like that, it's a wonderful thing, you know.
Yes, I like so much internet. I remember my time without internet in the 90s, 80s and 70s when I was born, and all was closer. Now all is more open. We can meet from all around the world. For me, this is fantastic.
Yeah. Me too.
For example, I can publish my music on Facebook and YouTube, and all people can download for free. You can download the videos for free. And before in the 90s, no change how to do this. I like all this stuff, internet technology, what we have today. I can do all my music I do at home. I do the mixing myself, the mastering. I don't need to go in a studio. We have so much this technique to can do this, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Did I see a picture of you in a studio, or was that somebody else? You had a soundboard and everything.
Oh, just here my main keyboard, here some keyboards, and here and the computer, and now the MacBook new here, and that's work, and the flutes. I can show you some flutes here.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
That would be great.
Now it's you.
It's me. I'm gonna hold it up. Hang on. Let me I have to step in front of the camera for a minute here. I have one just like it from the same person. Let's see what I'm gonna play here. Oh, this is so great.
This sounds great.
It's still, remember I told you quit playing?
Yeah.
So it's...
Is this of, like this here is of the wood? What kind of wood is this?
I don't know. Mine is the same as yours. It's a high spirit flute of same person.
High spirits, yeah.
Yeah, same person, but mine quit playing. They said I cannibalized the tree. Yeah, it's still a little sick, but it plays. Yeah.
Yes, it's wonderful.
Very good, yeah. Yeah, mine is still a little not playing so good, but...
Love this, and the quality is amazing from these flutes, really. I have now 7 different, because I need, for combination music, I need different keys, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I have A minor, C minor, G minor, F sharp minor, and D minor. The D minor is a big one, you know.
Mm-hmm.
There's a very deep tone I like.
Yeah, well, he made this for me, so I was there one year, and I had blue hair, and so I'm coming in the canyon, and somebody said, "Hey, you with the blue hair, get over here," and he made me a flute. His wife makes this beautiful jewelry, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
I think next time I go there to the flute maker.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's one must. But I think I go out with many flutes here.
Wouldn't it be funny if we both showed up in the same place? and maybe Douglas Brewfeather is there, you know?
Ah, is this the Douglas Spotted Eagle? No.
No, Douglas Brewfeather.
Ah, yeah, I know.
Yeah. He gave me 3 hours of music for my shows. So many times I play him on my show, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But YouTube, we had problems with YouTube because even though I have written permission, they still flagged it. And so, but we won't have that problem with you. So maybe at the end of the year, put your music on my clip, you know, instead of instead of him, yeah. And
yeah, with my music you not have any problems because, as I told you, I'm not part of a community, so I have not copyright troubles here. Yeah.
Yeah.
This institution here in Austria is called AKM.
That's right. Yeah.
AKM, and in Germany GEMA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened, let me explain this. What happened is when Google bought YouTube, they hired a third party, and what they do is they monitor the music for the copyrights. So these friends of mine have a band, and sometimes I take my viewers to concerts and things, you see, and they did a rendition of Hotel California, and they flagged me. They have flagged me on classical music that's in the public domain, and then you can't see it because there's a little thing on the bottom that says you can't play it in a different country, you know.
Yeah, sometimes you go YouTube and it's the same. And there exists a video and then there comes a message, sorry, this video is not available in your country because of copyright permissions.
Yeah, that is right. That is just how they do that. And so you can't really talk to a person. And like there's another beautiful artist, Beth Quist. She used to come to my shows and debut her new songs. And she's right there. If they was to look, they can see she's performing it on the show, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And they flag it. Yeah, so it's a lot. I have 746 shows. And I would say 10% of those I can't put on YouTube. Some are on Blip TV. You can put it on Blip. And MySpace just kicked all my shows off.
But now it's the new MySpace. I'm not tried out yet. I do not know. It started completely with a relaunch, but I don't know how it is.
They kicked all my shows off. Yeah, they did. So I don't know what to do, but that's okay, because.
But there is another video form, you know, Vimeo.
Yes.
You know this? And you have some experience there?
No.
If they have the same with the copyrights and...
I don't know. I when it comes to computer, I'm so dumb. But I'm working on it, you know. But I'm really proud that I was able to figure out how to film off the internet without lines in it. So that's my accomplishment for the whole year. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think we are just about at the end of this show, and if we don't get all your well, all of it won't go on here, but in future shows I will put some of your videos in it so the people can keep enjoying it, if you don't mind. And now that we know how it works, we can do this again, you know. So, do you have big plans for the weekend?
When I look out the window at my planes, it looks like it started raining. So, if not, maybe tomorrow the weather forecast says a little better, so I go to mountain, hike on the mountain. I think today I stay home and do some new music and videos.
Well, we had a heat wave. And yesterday, this is the time of the taping, yesterday was the 4th of July, and when I lived in Germany for a brief time, the woman I was living with, her birthday was on the 4th of July, and they always had fireworks, and she told me they were celebrating her birthday. See, I didn't know, because we lived across a military base, so we could see the fireworks. And then one year, a bat got hung up in my hair really bad, and that was a traumatic experience. And but where I live now, they shoot their firecrackers at my house. So I have to hose it down so it won't burn down. But this year it rained, I didn't have to do anything. So I was very grateful for the rain yesterday, so I wouldn't, you know, get burned down.
But we in Austria here is similar. 4 weeks ago there was a flood. It rained 1 week, many areas destroyed.
Flooded, yeah.
Flooded, water, many, yeah. After these 4 weeks of flood, there was 1 week of heat with 40 degrees. And now it's stopped again, dropped down from 1 day 40, next day just 20, the half, yeah. It's not easy.
And I did see you had one crop circle already this year. I don't know where, but somewhere in Austria you had one crop circle.
One what?
Crop circle.
Hot circle?
No, a crop circle. Die Ringe in den Feldern.
Ah!
Kornkreise.
Yeah, Kornkreis.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you had one already, so.
Oh. What place? I do not know this.
I'll look it up and send it to you.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I post new crop circles as they come in. I post them, you know. Yeah. I don't remember where, but have you ever been to one of those?
Crop circles? No. But I like to see this because I'm similar you. I'm thinking about universe and all the things, and many of my songs is about this too, and I create videos what imagine how to be afterlife, for life, and all that stuff, you know. Where we're from, I'm thinking about this.
Yeah, I've been fortunate, and I have been in 110 crop circles.
Really?
A beautiful experience. You can't tell time. It's like you go to a different dimension, you know? It's just out of this world. So if you have one in Austria and you get to go, that would be wonderful. Just wonderful.
I do, yes.
So anyway, we're going to have Fritz play you out, and then we'll see you again next week with another show of some kind. And let me know, now that we know how Skype works, we can do this ever so often. And thank you for being my guest. You were just wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and then I see you guys next week with some wonderful something, and you have a good week, and we'll see you later. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.